The story of Habeel and Qabeel. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We all love to listen to the stories, no matter what age we reach. Stories are a wonderful way for us to gain knowledge, moral values, and to know the past events of someone's life. The best stories you can ever read reflect and ponder upon the stories from the Qur'an, as they are told to us by our Rabb, our nurturer, our reformer, so that we can learn from all the good morals and stay away from the bad characters. These stories are absolute truth and are full of nurturing. Let's embark upon one such story. The story of Habeel and Qabeel. The two sons of Adam alayhi salam, which is mentioned in the Surah Al Maeda. The two brothers Habeel and Qabeel had to offer a sacrifice to Allah. Habeel's sacrifice was accepted while Qabeel's was rejected. Allah beautifully unfolds their story to us in the following verses. And O Muhammad, peace be upon him, recite to them the story of the two sons of Adam, Habeel and Qabeel. In the truth, when we each offered a sacrifice to Allah, it was accepted from one, but not from the other. The latter said to the former, I will surely kill you. The former said, Verily Allah accepts only from those who are al-muttaqeen. If you do stretch your hand against me to kill me, I shall never stretch my hand against you to kill you, for I fear Allah, the Lord of the Alameen, mankind, jinns, and all that exists. Verily, I intend to let you draw my sin on yourself, as well as yours. Then you will be one of the dwellers of the fire, and that is the recompense of the Zalimeen, polytheists and wrongdoers. So the nafs, self of the other latter one, encouraged him and made fair seeming to him the murder of his brother, and he murdered him and became one of the losers. Then Allah sent a crow who scratched the ground to show him to hide the dead body of his brother. He, the murderer, said, Woe to me! Am I not even able to be as this crow and to hide the dead body of my brother? Then he became one of those who regretted. This sacrifice. Habeel owned a herd of sheep and Qabeel owned a farm. Habeel chose the best animal from his herd to offer a sacrifice to Allah, while Qabeel gave the worst of his produce from his farm. At that time, the sign of Allah's acceptance of sacrifice was that a fire would come down from the heaven and consume it, or a thunderbolt from the sky would strike the sacrifice. Thus, in this manner, Habeel's sacrifice was accepted because he gave his best willingly and with a good heart, while Qabeel's sacrifice was rejected because he gave his worst produce. The consequences of jealousy. When Qabeel saw that his sacrifice was rejected, he became extremely jealous and was full of hatred towards his brother. He said to him, in anger, I will surely kill you. Habeel, on the other hand, spoke gently to Qabeel and told him that Allah accepts only from those who fear him. He said, Even if you raise your hand to kill me, I will not raise my hand against you to kill you, for I fear Allah, the Lord of the worlds." Habeel said this not because he was afraid of Qabeel, but because he had fear of Allah which stopped him. However, Qabeel was prompted by his own evil desires, and the whispering of the shaitan encouraged him further to kill his brother by making it seem like a sensible thing to do. Thus, in the fit of anger and jealousy, he killed him and became one of the losers. Allah guides even the sinners. When Qabeel killed Habeel, he did not know what to do with him, as this was the first murder that happened on earth. He saw the dead body of his brother lying down and was full of regret. As he stood clueless, Allah sent 2 crows, and one of them killed the other. Then it started to scratch the earth and dug a hole to bury the dead crow, thereby showing him how to conceal his brother's body. When Qabeel saw the act of the crows, he said, "Woe to me! Am I not even able to be as this crow and to hide the dead body of my brother?" Conclusion: although the story ends with Qabeel being regretful over killing his own brother, it leaves behind many valuable lessons that we can learn. Let us look into some of them and hope to make a beautiful change in our life. Lessons from the story. We must never be jealous of anyone, and especially jealousy among siblings is very dangerous. The main cause of jealousy is the shaitan. Hence, we need to constantly seek protection from his whisperings by saying, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem." I seek refuge with Allah from the accursed shaitan. We should beware and have taqwa of Allah. When we fear Allah, it motivates us to do good deeds and restrains us from doing any sins displeasing to Him. We must remember to have the best intention before we do anything, as it is the foundation for all deeds to be accepted. Everything that we do should be attain the pleasure of Allah. We must never be proud of any good deeds we do, as we are not sure if Allah would accept it from us or not. We need to seek refuge with Allah from our evil nafs by saying, "Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min sharri nafsi." O Allah, I seek refuge with you from the evil of myself. We must follow the rules of Allah in order to live a peaceful life. We must not expose anyone and should conceal the faults of others. In Islam, even the body of a dead person is awrah and has to be covered and buried. Thus, our beautiful religion teaches us concealment of others' faults and weaknesses. We should always ask for guidance from Allah and seek His forgiveness, as He is the one who guides us and He is the most forgiving. He loves to forgive even though we may sin repeatedly. Any sin initiated by a person, then he will carry a share of a punishment. Whenever other people commit that sin, the same is with their good deeds. Any good deed initiated then is followed by others. Its share of reward is given to the person who initiated the good deed. An Abdullah قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تقتل نفس ظلما إلا كان على ابن آدم أول كفل من دمها لأنه أول من سن القتل. No person is killed wrongfully, but a share of responsibility for his blood will be upon the first son of Adam, because he was the first one to kill. Surah Al Maeda, Volume 3, Book 21, Hadith 2616. We should not look down upon any creation of Allah, as every single creation, even the tiniest of them, is created for a purpose, and we do not know the wisdom behind it. Neither we should be ashamed of learning from someone who is younger than us. Imagine Allah sent a crow to teach Qabeel how to bury his dead brother. Allah swears by the soul in the Qur'an, signifying the importance of human life. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا, and by the soul and he who proportioned it. Also, Allah mentions in another ayah, مَنْ قَتَلَ نَفْسًا بِغَيْرِ نَفْسٍ أَوْ فَسَادٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا. If anyone killed a person not in retaliation of a murder or to spread mischief in land, it would be as if he killed all mankind. And if anyone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of all mankind. Surah Al Maeda 32. Thus, if anyone killed a person to spread mischief in the land, it would be as if he killed all of mankind. And if someone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of all mankind. This shows the importance of human life and that we need to respect and value each and every human being. Below are some examples we can relate to give us better understanding of the story. Your little brother wants to buy a new video game and it involves a lot of violence and killing random people in order to advance to the next level. Such games can have an adverse effect where children might think killing is something normal. We must not indulge ourselves in games and TV shows which promote violence. If your friends or siblings get something you have always wanted, or they are prettier or smarter than you, or do they get better grades than you, you should not be jealous. Instead, you must be happy for them and make dua to Allah to take away any negative feelings from your heart and also give you what you seek. You happen to receive a message from your close friend about someone you know. Irrespective of whether it is true or false, you need to avoid sharing it on social media. If anyone spreads any rumors or indecent stuff or is the first to initiate any sin and spread it, then whoever is following it or doing it, a part of their sin is also attributed to the one who initiated the sin. Social media is a place where things spread like wildfire, so be among those who spread only good on it. Your father gifts you a branded bag for Eid, and you are very excited to show it to your friends. You post the picture of your bag, and in return your friend uploads a picture of her bag, which happens to be more famous and expensive brand. If you compare what others have to what you have, you will never be content in your life. Rather, you must always be grateful to what Allah has given you. Then you will live a stress-free life. Your friend forgot her lunchbox at home, and you offer to share your lunch with her. When you do so, you must give her the best of what you have and not what you don't like to eat. Remember, when your intention of sharing is purely for her sake, Allah accepts it and makes it into a good deed and rewards you in abundance for the same. What is jealousy and how to cure it? One of the main reasons that led Qabeel to kill his own brother is jealousy. Let us shed some light on the sickness of the heart so we can understand and deal with it in the right manner. When we have any sicknesses of the body, we go to different doctors to find a cure. In the same manner, when we have sickness of the heart, we need to take it more seriously and ask Allah to cure it. To cure sicknesses of the heart requires more effort. How do we know we have jealousy? We know it through situations in our life and when we interact with people. Allah puts us in situations to show what is truly hidden in our hearts. Allah knows the secrets of our hearts which we ourselves don't know. What is jealousy? To hate to see any blessing of Allah on another person and wanting the removal of that blessing from the person. To feel pain in your heart when you see others have what you don't have. How do you cure it? Admit to Allah that you have this sickness and you truly want to be cured from it. Though Allah knows everything about you, but you must talk to Him about it and show Him your need. Make sincere dua to Allah to cure you from the sicknesses. Have taqwa and do not react with your jealousy. Be patient against the struggle to fight your jealousy. Hate the feelings that you have the sickness in your heart. Make sincere dua for the person whom you are jealous of, and this will really help you get over your jealousy. Acknowledge the blessings that Allah has bestowed on you and be grateful all He has given. Accept what Allah has given you with a good heart and do not strain your eyes to look at what others have. Tell yourself that what you seek from others could be a trial for you and you will not be able to handle it, and thus Allah, out of His perfect wisdom and knowledge, has not given it to you, as He knows what is good for you. Channel your jealousy in a positive way. When you feel jealous, instead of reacting negatively, ask yourself how you can improve and be a better person. Always remember Allah. His remembrance will keep the whispering of the shaitan away, as it is his whispering which creates jealousy in your heart in the first place. May Allah protect us from sicknesses of the heart and help us to overcome it. May Allah guide us to repent and return to Him when we sin, so we never despair from His vast mercy. Ameen.